He said he wanted to sell all the knockoffs out of his collection. Are you going to sell all these too?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Are any of the bats going to be for sale?
Yes. Yep. One, I don't have the room. And two, it's a never-ending rabbit hole. It'll just go on forever.
Oh, for sure, yeah. I still can't believe what actually happened.
That's gnarly.
So this is my studio. I have like 10 employees.
Very cool.
So my name is Thommy Long. I'm the creative director of Lemon Grenade Creative. So we are a creative agency. We do graphic design, branding, and marketing. So logo development and things like that. But yeah, if you'd like to see any of our work, it's lemongrenade.com.
So this wall's your baby right here.
Yeah, that's mainly my vintage stuff. I mean, there's some modern stuff mixed in there. The horror balls, those are Madballs, but those are newer.
That thing is so hard to find right there.
Yeah.
I've been trying so hard.
Yeah, you see the football pretty often.
Yeah, I got 2 of those now.
Yeah. And I got the package, I think, behind it. It's missing the insert, but that's
nice.
the original molded one. I use these little guys for display.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got mainly my merch, some of my merch stuff back there. The prototype here that I actually picked up from the toy department. Madballs only did 2 VHS tapes. They were trying to get a series going and it never took off, so they released them on VHS. One is actually pretty entertaining, the other one is really awful. Gross Jokes is just awful. It's like a Monty Python like skit, where it's just like little funny puns and skits. This one actually has a narrative, has a story to it.
Yeah.
And that was going to be the pilot to the show.
Escape from Orb.
Yeah.
Okay.
A really random greeting card that's really pretty rare.
Yeah.
Some Valentine's stuff. It's probably one of my grails right there.
Oh,
it's not
it's
not an official Madballs product, but
No.
it is carded, which is very hard to find.
It's hard to find for sure.
The water squirters, I'm missing one.
I don't know if I knew about those.
Yeah, they're basically, they only made 3 of them. I'm missing Slobulus. I got one of the tops. They made a few of the tops. They're really screwed up. Someone had all the head poppers on eBay, and I almost thought it was a scam listing because it was like all 7 for like $1,200. And by the time I asked them a question about it, someone had bought them.
Yeah.
Because those can go for $700 to $1,000 a piece.
Oh, for sure.
So I had to buy 2 of these guys because this one's sealed in the box, but I wanted one to display, so I bought a second one. I don't know if you've ever seen this. This is a catalog from '87, but what I love about it is it shows what would have happened if.
Oh, wow.
So this is a second vehicle that was never produced, and then they show you all the characters that were never produced, head poppers that they planned on.
Wow, what does the front of this catalog look like? I need to keep an eye out for that one.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Is that one really hard to find?
I haven't seen too many of them, but one of my other rare pieces, which is just totally random, is a kid's pool.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's got all these little funny sayings on it. Come on in, the water slime, and hang loose, and
That's fantastic.
So yeah, this is kind of one of the weird ones. Been trying to get all the books. I'm missing a couple of the books. Just picked up this backpack. It's kind of cool. Still sealed.
Yeah, that's awesome.
These are popping up everywhere.
Yeah,
I don't know if there's a warehouse somewhere where someone found thousands of them, but they've gone down in value just because they're everywhere now.
Is that the whole set right there?
Yeah, there's only 4 of them. So I recently bought a second set so I can open them and display them.
Oh, you opened those yourself?
Yeah.
I bet that felt cool.
Yeah. It's weird opening vintage stuff, but I mean, they're not super rare.
Yeah, for sure.
This guy's pretty rare. Just the so I have 1 boxed and then 2 loose, but I'm missing the second one.
Yeah.
And then they had some of these toppers that you could put on the silly string. I'm missing a few of those. And then like over here, I have a complete set of pencil top erasers. Yeah, they only made 4 of those. I only have 1 loose. They're really heavy too. If Feel how heavy that is.
Oh, wow.
It's like, I don't know how a kid could write with that back
Never
in
would
the
have
day.
expected that.
There's 3 sets of these. I have 2 of them, the picture soap. It seems like these 2 are pretty common, but I can't find the 3rd one. These guys, carded, are really hard to find. But this, I think they made, they have 6 of them. But I've only seen 1 carded, and that's mine.
Is that the entire set of the folders right there?
I believe so. I haven't seen any.
I think I have 3.
Bustin' Loose. Gross is great. You think you've got problems? And Triple Fright Ice Cream Delight.
Great.
Yeah, there are 3 lunch boxes that I am aware of, and I'm missing the 3rd one. And these cups sets, I believe they're all the same cup, but they have different lids.
Different lids.
Yeah.
Just a different character on top.
Yeah, I believe so. And then these are the masks. I think there's like 10 of them.
Oh, is there that many?
Yeah. It might be in the catalog, but I have a picture of an ad that shows all of them. I believe there's like 10 of them. There's a few of these out there. The really large, wacky cash.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I think.
The other thing I ripped open, which a lot of people would yell at me, is I bought a second set of Series 2 and opened up every single one of them, because these are like...
It's the only way to get like a really good copy of it would be to open it.
So they're fresh right out of the box, but I'm having a hard time finding Series 1 loose. I got a Screaming Mimi that's in really good shape, but I don't know if you're familiar with this, but I think it's pretty cool. This is the very, very first time Care Bear or Madballs are ever mentioned anywhere, because the company American Greetings that own both properties, this is how they introduced Madballs to the world, was in a Care Bear comic book.
I did not know that, honestly.
Yeah, so this is, special guest stars, the Madballs. So
that's Care Bears number 13.
Yep.
Okay.
And I think there's one on eBay right now for like $15. They're not. I mean, I paid more for this one, and then I have the complete set of. I think there's 10 of them.
10.
Yeah. And then I keep my books up here. I'm missing a couple of them. There's not too many of them. Books and Jokes, Punchlines, and then Gross Out book. Someone had the almanac really cheap, and I tried to get to it, and someone grabbed it before I could. But that's the only hardbound book that I'm missing.
Yeah.
And these I just literally displayed because you said you were coming. But this is all the 2017.
Okay. Is that the first time they were re-released after they?
No, this is right down here. This is 2007.
Okay.
So they did re-release them in 2007 with all new sculpts. They planned on doing a Series 3, and I've seen the prototypes in some of the YouTube videos where he has the prototypes for the Series 3. These are my favorite down here. I don't know if you've ever seen these, but I got 5 of them carded, and I'm missing the 6th one. But these are the 6 series, so.
Oh, okay. Oh, nice.
This one's got
bugs
in it. Let's see what this guy has in his. Oh, his eyeball. Yeah, bloody eyeball. Dust Brain has worms in his. And then Bloody Brain. What's lobbyists? I'm sure it has something to do with eyeballs. Yeah, multiple eyeballs in there. And then his kind of brain kind of pops out.
Brain goo.
Yeah, so I have them all loose, but they're kind of hard to find on card. I don't know if they were released. I'm assuming they were released in America, but it seems like most of the time I do see them online for sale. It's someone selling them overseas, so I don't know if they were released. But yeah, they're pretty cool.
And what year are those from?
I believe they are the same year, like 2007, 2008. I think these guys came out first, and then the 6th series came out after that. So what I'm really getting into now is the weird ball stuff. Mm-hmm. So I'm getting a pretty good collection. I'm missing. I think I'm missing one on card. This guy's pretty rare here. He's not even pictured on the back.
Oh wow.
So if you can find him on card, he's pretty rare. So I'm missing Warthog on card. So what I love about Weird Ball is I'm obsessed with Weird Ball because they ripped off so many different toy lines. They not only did they rip off Madballs, they ripped off Muscles. You know, they got their own. And I saw you picked some up. You have the color ones, I think the purple ones.
Wrestlers. Yep.
Yeah. And then they also kind of ripped off Garbage Pail Kids. So they have, and this is a complete box
Of the trading cards.
of the trading cards, and I got them all sealed in here.
Nice.
And then over here is a complete set. I just kind of put
Just
them
the
all
cards.
just so I could look at them because they're such cool artwork.
For sure.
They also ripped off Madballs. So as soon as Madballs came out with the water squirters, Weird Ball did the same thing, and they just kind of used different colors, I believe. Yeah, there's a water squirter there.
Oh, okay.
On card.
And that card work is amazing.
Yeah, and this technically is not a Weird Ball. It's funny. Weird Ball is a knockoff of Madballs, but I believe Horror Balls is a knockoff of Weird Ball.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because you can see how they're very similar.
Yeah.
I believe anyway. But yeah, I got one of the keychains. The other set that's kind of rare. I mean, it's modern, but it's kind of rare. Is the European Madball. These are all official Madballs, but they weren't released in the United States.
Right.
So a lot of these are the knockoffs. So I'm a metal guy. This is actually Anthrax. Anthrax came out with a Madball. Yeah, NECA made it, but it's basically a Madball. I got a few loose blurt balls.
Yeah, those are cool.
I saw you picked up one recently on card.
I think I'm halfway through carded.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're fantastic when they're loose complete. I like everything loose complete, honestly.
Evidently, these guys are pretty rare. These are a knockoff of Weird Ball.
Oh, they glow in the dark?
They're glow in the dark.
That's awesome.
But they're not Weird Ball. So it's funny. It's like another level of knockoff.
Right.
Weird Ball is knocking off Madball, and then these guys are kind of a knockoff of the glow in the dark Weird Balls. No one's been able to identify this guy. He's completely white. I don't know if it's a prototype or if it's just a generic, but I've asked a few of the big players in Madball, and they're like, we're not sure what that one is. Evidently, this guy's pretty rare. I've had a few people ask about him.
This is one of my favorite sculpts ever down here.
Yeah. But I started going down the rabbit hole of knockoffs, and I don't have the room. Yeah. And two, it's a never-ending rabbit hole. It'll just go on forever.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
So that's why I'm going to kind of concentrate on just Madball and Weird Ball.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But these are pretty cool. These are the crazy balls.
What came first, the crazy with the C or the crazy with the K?
I do not know.
It's the crazy with the K down here.
And it's funny, these guys are a little bit smaller. These are like a different type. These are really soft foam.
I like how the package is smaller on those.
Yeah, those are pretty cool. And I believe there's only 12 of these guys. These are the only 4 I've seen, but there's 12 of those.
That one's super generic. I love that.
Yeah, it doesn't even have any artwork on the back. I don't know what the 450 means on the front, but
probably like a thrift shop at some sort.
Yeah,
or at some point.
And some of the spitballs and monster balls, and I kept all the tech. So all of these were in packaging, and I know a lot of it drives people crazy, but I keep I do open them, but then I keep all the tags.
Sure.
So some of the tags in here are pretty cool.
Because most of them were just like in plastic bags with that stapled to it, right?
Yes, exactly. Like this one is a pretty rare one. But yeah, these are all the different. So foul balls, crazy balls, weird balls. Here's the funny ugly footballs. This one is the first time I've seen this one at a toy show. Very odd that it's not like a gross out label. We got a random Ralph in the corner.
Of course, Rude Ralph.
Everyone's got to have a Ralph.
For sure.
I know you're headed to a toy department after this, and they started it because they got a set of Series 1 in.
Oh, wow.
And I immediately ran up there and bought them, and then I've been hooked ever since. The collection started off pretty strong, having all of Series 1 on card. And what I've done, if anyone wants to know, These are generic, like just regular old action figure cases. But what I've done is I cut a hole in the back.
Oh, that's smart.
So if you look, it's got a hole in it. But that way you can put them in cases.
That's smart. So like what size are those? Would those be like Motu size?
I believe so, yeah. They're just real generic
That's
that you
good
can
to
pick
know.
up at any vintage toy store. But yeah, so so I'm always looking for cases that'll hold the Madball stuff because they're 3-dimensional.
Right.
And I did the same thing over here with the Crazy Balls. I just punch a hole in the back,
bottom.
and then you can stand them up and display them. I mean, it's not a great fit, but you get the general idea.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little better than just flopping around in the air.
Yeah.
All right, so some of this will be for sale, right?
Correct. Yeah, pretty much all. So once again, I'm getting out of the knockoff kind of game. It's just too much. There's so much merch and Weird Ball stuff, Madball stuff, and Weird Ball stuff that I want that I'm going to, part with a lot of the knockoff stuff.
For sure. Are you going to sell all these too?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, and then all the blurt balls.
Yep.
Are any of the bats going to be for sale?
Yes. Yep.
All of them?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Anything that's not Madball or Weird Ball, I'm going to part with, I believe.
Okay. Are you able to put a price on everything? Are you pretty comfortable doing that?
Yeah, we can talk about it. Sure.
Okay.
Absolutely.
He said he wanted to sell all the knockoffs out of his collection. I still can't believe what actually happened. Let me just quickly start from the beginning. Thommy runs a Madballs Facebook group, and since Madballs and anything Madballs related is my favorite toy line of all time, of course I'm in that group. I'll link that Facebook group in the description along with Tommy's company, Lemon Grenade. He had grown a pretty massive collection of Madballs, Madballs merchandise, Weird Balls, and all sorts of knockoffs. He had been toying with the idea of selling off all the knockoffs and only focusing on the Melapel Weird Balls and the official Madball stuff. I noticed in the group he started posting a few things. The first thing that caught my attention were these right here. These are breath blasters from the 1980s, a really cool little gross out item that you just don't see. I had been on the hunt for some of these for a long time. I never see them in the wild. I instantly jumped on the deal. The more we started talking back and forth, we decided that I would just travel over there to Hamilton, Ohio, film a little video of his collection so I could see it in person, because there were definitely some rare pieces that I'm sure many people, including myself, have never seen before. As I was there, I could kind of dig through the stuff he had for sale, and it just sounded like a pretty cool little situation. So I ended up buying all the knockoffs that he had. Who knows when I would see that many in one place again. Just kind of had to jump on the opportunity. Made a great deal. Drove home, started unpacking stuff. Later in the day, I got another message from Thommy that pretty much changed everything. He wanted to know if I was interested in all of the Madballs. That was an easy yes. He decided to focus all of his energy on the Melapel Weird Balls. Super, super difficult line to complete. Takes a lot of time, takes a lot of patience, takes a lot of money. So he figured with all the Madballs out of the way, he could improve that focus. Less than a week later, I was back in Ohio, packing up a collection that still blows my mind. So I've been working on rearranging the office. It's still not completely done. It was a pretty big undertaking. Here behind me, you can probably see the unused boxed roller cycle. You can probably see the boxed Freaky string blaster. Couple masks behind me. I did have a couple of those, but I've been kind of intertwining the two collections because I had amassed quite a bit myself, but nothing like Thommy. I had to sell off a few unrelated but cool pieces from my collection to kind of facilitate this deal, but I am super excited. Eventually, I'll have to give you a full updated office tour, but for now, let me just kind of show you what it's looking like so far. So over here, we just have this entire double shelf just dedicated to a bunch of this stuff. We have all these knockoff Madballs in these awesome cases, the super rare pieces like the pencil toppers on card, the impossible to find top with lock lips, a very nice carded Creepy Bods. Creepy Bods were kind of a knockoff that were used to display Madballs. You don't see them very often, especially on a nice card like that. We have more of the pencil toppers. This case has original vintage Madballs, still missing 3 from Series 1. I did have a couple from Series 1. He had 1 from Series 1. He had the entire loose set of Series 2. Bowls and cups and the entire set of head poppers, plus some of my spare head poppers. Blurt balls from the original deal. Freaky string blasters with a full can of the Freaky string. My original Oculus Orbis head popper carded, graded actually, Pretty cool piece. Finally got the Goal Eater, which is the last Super Madballs I needed. Actually have 3 of the footballs now and 2 of the basketballs, so pretty crazy. We have both VHS tapes along with my original VHS tapes over here, so kind of hoarding those now, I guess. Got the carded water squirter, lunch boxes with thermos, still missing one of those. The Screamin' Mimi bank, which is a really tough piece to find as well. We have the crackhead paddle right there. The collection came with a ton of modern stuff too. Not quite sure if I'm going to display that or what I'm going to do, but I do have all that as well. This piece though is actually like a test shot prototype, so of course that one's getting displayed. Probably not too many of those in existence. Down here we have a minty carded set of the entire run of Series 1 Madballs, which is something you just don't see, along with Series 2 over here. Plus I already had a set of Series 2 down here at the bottom. Now I guess I don't need to go in too much detail because we just saw all this stuff in his office, but I'll give you some overviews, and like I said, I'll do an updated collection tour at some point. Over here we have an extra Rude Ralph plus a bunch of Crazy Balls, Wacky Ghoulies, Spitballs, Zombie Zoos, Crazy Balls over here, all nice and carded with all these masks. More of the licensed merchandise stuff like the play pack, a backpack, which is impossible to find as well. All the awesome knockoff monster bats, which I think are just fantastic. We have the Screamin' Mimi pool float there, super cool piece. More of the bats, including the Ghoulieville bat up there. More of the monster bats. Got 3 sets of carded knee pads over here. We have the ball darts game. We have 2 of the stick and stay mitts. It's just an amazing collection that I'm honored to have, and it's going to really help me focus on exactly what I need to hunt for. That is all I got for you this time. As always, I want to thank you so much for watching the video. But until next time, stay safe, stay healthy. Love ya. Bye.